So schedule this. Welcome, everyone, to the Garden of Thought, the midweek show. It's proudly brought to you by the Sports Jedi Media Network on YouTube, the Sports Jedi Network every place else. And this has not occurred to me until this moment. But for those of you who only listen to the Garden of Thought on the Garden of Thought download, or on Wrestling Soup, or on the Garden of Thought YouTube channel at Garden of Thought Pod, you've probably been wondering, where's the Gospel of Thomas show? Where has that gone? And the Gospel of Thomas show sort of still exists, but it's been transformed into a show called Out of Character, which A, doesn't require Thomas, B, doesn't require that it just be wrestling. It can be all sorts of avenues and in sportsy and entertainment areas. And it's exclusively here on the Sports Jedi Network, so you can find that on audio or on the Sports Jedi Media Network on YouTube, or like I said, Sports Jedi Network on all the other platforms like Twitch and X and Rumble and Kick and Instagram and stuff like that. And the reason I tell you, and the reason I thought of it today and not others, is because one of the first guests on the Out of Character podcast was booked by guest co-host Vinny Pacifico, and the guest was Amber Brooke, who is here today as our guest of conference. How are you, Amber?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm so excited that you're back here again. You were tons of fun to be on the show last time, but Vinny asked you too many trade questions and things like that, and you know, we didn't get into the scary stuff, you know, because I know that Vinny, although he's a horror film star and a big tough professional wrestler, I know he gets scared by the real scary stuff. So, you know. This was, and for those of you who didn't see the video, it's probably worth it just to, because there was a whole tailored entrance that our producer did, Kevin. Thank you to Kevin. We did one dedicated to Amber and like a montage of like different photos she posts in different costumes and, you know, possibly from different screens and photo shoots. She's been a model. She is a model. She's an actress. She's done everything you can do in this industry, and she's our own scream queen and all that other good stuff. So, Amber, for the people who didn't meet you the first time, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, I think you just did. So, like he said, I'm a horror model, actress, and all-around crazy old cat lady who loves all things horror and everybody. I just love everybody.
Well, you're not really a crazy old cat lady. I mean,
okay, I'm a crazy cat lady then.
Yeah. You're not old, but you also actually do have a spouse and children. So it's not just you and the cats.
No, I am a mom to 3 amazing boys, and I'm a wife to an incredible husband who is a badass rock star. Yeah, patting myself on the back for that one.
So there you go. So not exactly cat lady. I mean, you're a person who has cats, but okay, we need not get into the semantics. But now, what projects are you working on these days? And of course, we can circle back to any at the end of the show as well.
So I had a project this month, but they moved it to December. So this month I'm just focusing on the Detroit Horror Con. And then next month I have got Transylvania Bikini Car Wash.
Oh, well, tell us more about Transylvania Bikini Car Wash. Those are 3 things that I like.
Well, that one's going to be a lot of fun. It's very like goofy and cutesy, and it's got some really cool people in it. And I play a reporter, so that's going to be fun. And then I am booked up most of October because, you know, it's my spooky season, so it's my busy time. Yeah, I'll be going back to Blairstown Diner in New Jersey. I love that place. It's my home away from home, doing a little con there in October. Yeah, so ramping up for the season and ready to make some movies and do some creepy shit.
So when it's October season, do you just stick with Halloween, or do you get like fancy? Do you go like Samhain or Beltane or any of the ancient names, Saturnalia or whatever? I don't even know I know Samhain is right. I don't know what the other two.
I normally stick to primarily spooky shit. Always horror all the time. And if I do like photo shoots, I'm gonna do all horror related, even if it's like a Disney character, she's gonna be spooky and bloody. Because blood is my favorite.
Listen, most of the Disney stories in original form were horror stories.
Oh yeah, and like the Grimm, the Brothers Grimm, that shit was scary.
Yeah, no, I'm still waiting to find someone who's actually read the original one, who's willing to come on the show and then actually properly give us the good versions, not these like Snow White, Cinderella, Disneyfied versions of them. Exactly. That's exactly the phase.
Face you make.
Yeah. So it's always October for you, is what you're saying.
Always. You should see my house. It's always spooky season at our Gothic abode.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people in wrestling who like you because it's the same with them. I know a lot of there's a lot of horror wrestling overlap. Probably not to be surprised by that in the least. So when last we met, you said, "Well, I could tell you some spooky stories." Kevin even changed it to creepy, which I think takes spooky to another level. So, scary stories, story time with Amber Brooke. Let's take a start with whatever your first one is.
So do you want like supernatural, like kind of cutesy sweet first? And then go into the more a little bit scary. They're both kind of cutesy sweet, but like the second one is more like it's got a little bit of a couple of scary elements to it.
Let's ease in. Let's go with the one that's spooky and scary, but more cutesy sweet, and get into the more terrifying one that's got some cutesy sweet elements in, like Bambi losing its head or something.
Yeah, definitely just like that. Not really, but so this is more of like a wholesome story that has to do with something that happened, and I'll let you know. So I don't know, like 20, 21 at most, and I am going to go visit my friend Pete at college. My best friend and I are driving out there. It's like 35, 40 minutes away from us. And my son is at home with his dad. So we're there. We're hanging out with our buddy P. We're playing Skippo. I don't know if you like that game. I like that game. I'll beat your ass in it if you ever want to play. um, so, yeah. So we are there, and my phone is just blowing up. And it's my son's dad. And he's like, when are you getting home? Blah, blah, blah. Because he wanted to go out and do his thing. He didn't want to be a dad. So.
I take it this is not the rock star that we speak of.
No, he's amazing. This guy, not so much. So my best friend's getting frustrated because I'm texting back and forth. We're fighting. And she's like, fine, we'll just leave. So we say goodbye to our friend and we head out. Now she's irritated. I'm irritated. We're going really fast, and she's ready to go back to my house and like let him have it. So,
and you just left Shawshank College.
Yeah, Shawshank. Yeah. So we're driving, and I don't have my seatbelt on. We're just trying to get home. And we're going at least 70. 70's pretty fast. And then we get to a stoplight. And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there. She's quiet. I'm quiet. And all of a sudden, I hear, Amber, put your seatbelt on. And I look at her, and I was like, I should probably put my seatbelt on. So I did. And then light turns green, and maybe a few minutes, 5 minutes max up the road. We're driving 75. We're going faster and faster. All of a sudden, her tire on my passenger side blows out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so she's going so fast. She's trying to get control of the vehicle. So we're spinning and we're spinning. We're going into this person's yard and we barely like miss a tree. We almost hit a tree. And then all of a sudden my passenger side door flies open. And it was right by a pond too. So we end up like spinning and spinning and then stopping right by that pond. And all I could think of was I should probably be dead.
Yeah. And there was no one else in the car. So and there wasn't like the stranger, in the back that's warning you or anything, nothing. And
no, it's just a voice in my head. I didn't know whose voice it was, what it was. It was Amber, put your seatbelt on.
But it wasn't your own voice when you talked to yourself, silently. It wasn't your inner monologue. Yeah.
It was crazy.
And what caused the door to fly off or open?
I have no idea. I think it was just like we were going so fast and it might not have been like super latched all the way or whatever, but it flew open and like I got to thinking about it. I'm like, dude, that I would have been underneath that car. Like, let's just say I would be underneath.
Or in the pond.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. And then we both walked away with like no injuries, just whiplash. That was it.
So was he even more irritated that you were late and he couldn't go out party and,
A little bit, but he was glad we were safe.
Ah, well,
that was my more wholesome story. Very, very scary experience, but also kind of sweet at the same time.
Yeah. Now, what do you think it was? Do you think it was a guardian angel? Do you think it was just a spirit that you captured in one of your photo shoots or in one of your roles, or an ancestor?
This was before I started acting.
Okay.
But I think it was either my grandma who had passed away a couple years before or my stepdad who had passed away a couple years before.
Okay. So the voice was not gendered. You couldn't tell.
No, I couldn't really like pinpoint who the hell it was. I'm just thankful it said something because my dumbass would not be here today, or I'd be maybe a vegetable. So I don't know.
Well, we're going to assume that your ass is much smarter now, especially since you've been telling 3 kids to put on their seatbelts for however long they've been around. So
exactly.
Yeah. So it's sort of, you have to sort of do it just to, so they can't say, but you didn't.
You didn't do it.
That's fine. That's the whole thing. You're not eating healthy. Dad had a cookie.
Yeah, but he had it before dinner.
Yeah. And listen, Dad's already fat. You don't want to be like Dad. See Dad's bald spot? If you eat cookies, you get bald like him. You don't want that. So, all right.
Yeah,
so, no, you definitely don't. Yeah, that would probably be bad for most things. Though, if they make Malignant 2, maybe it would be useful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understood that movie, but I didn't quite understand that movie. But
it was different. It was different.
The scene in the women's holding cell, that was fantastic, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't watched that movie since it first came out.
Well, me either. But that was, I mean, it was like a throwback to 1983, like everything you can't do, every stereotype about what happens in a women's prison, or in 7.5, glorious minutes of violence and fantasticness. But yeah, the rest of the movie, I could live without it. But all right, so the next one isn't as sweet. So I don't know.
It's sweet, but it's not as sweet. It was a little scary at first.
Okay. Well, we're here for scary.
All right. So I have to tell a mini story to preface this story.
Okay.
Right. So growing up, I lived in an older house, and it was a bit spooky and cold all the time, especially in my room, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So one day I was going downstairs to go get a drink because I was thirsty. And it was like middle of the night. I don't know, maybe midnight or so. Everyone's sleeping. And I go down there. I'm in the fridge. Now, where the fridge was located was right. Okay, say the fridge is here. And then this would be the doorway into the dining room here. So kitchen, dining room. I could see from the fridge all the way through like my downstairs.
Right.
So, and then in the dining room off of the side, there was a bedroom where my parents, my mom and stepdad slept.
Oh.
So I'm in the fridge and I'm bending down like this to grab a drink. And then I like lift my head up over the door and I look right in front of my parents' room, like right in the middle of the dining room, right by their doorway was a little girl. And like, you know, you're young and you're like, holy shit, your eyes get all big. And so I duck back down and then I wait a minute and then I slowly lift my head up and I look and she's gone. So that's when I just grabbed the whole 2 liter of Pepsi and ran upstairs. And then I laid down, covers over the head, you know, typical kid thing. And then I fell asleep. Come downstairs the next day, my mom and my stepdad are at the kitchen table and they're talking about, just whatever. And then all of a sudden, my stepdad was like, I woke up and there was a little girl at the end of our bed. And so I just kind of like, my eyes are all wide because I'm thinking, I was just kind of dreaming it up,
Right.
whatever. I was tired. I was too thirsty. I couldn't think properly. And I'm just like, what was she wearing? And he's like, well, it's kind of like older style clothes with a bonnet. And that's exactly what I saw. So it's like, oh, that's real. Okay. So she never really bothered anybody. I guess she might have had a thing for my stepdad. She was always sitting at the end of his side of the bed. But
Where was this?
this was in my hometown of Medina.
And where is Medina?
It's in New York. It's a tiny little town nobody's ever heard of. That's why when anyone ever asks me where I'm from, I always say Buffalo because that's the closest notable place.
Yeah, but Medina is not really even close to the New England side of New York, if there is one. So it's not near. It's not near like spooky Central where Stephen King's always writing about.
No, God, no. Medina is an hour from Buffalo.
Okay,
Nothing cool. I mean, it is a very old town because it's a canal town, so it is very, very old and lots of history. But I don't know about spooky stuff. Maybe some like dead people in the canal. A lot of people have died in there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Maybe they're haunting the canal.
Or maybe they were the landowners who got pushed out of the way, or tenant farmers or whatever, and came here for better life, and the robber barons pushed them out, and these are their spirits, or one of their spirits haunting it. But I guess they deemed you worthy of not being terrified.
Yeah, I was at first for sure, but we lived there a long time, and nothing bad ever happened at all. It was just creepy.
Did you see her again? Did your stepfather see her again?
As far as I know, no, and not that I can remember. I heard footsteps up and down the stairs every once in a while. That was a common thing. We were just so used to it. But other than that, I really don't think so. And then we moved out of there, and that was that for that.
So she didn't follow you. She was haunting that place. She was not haunting the family.
She was probably haunting the land.
I mean, you probably don't, but is there any continuity? Does anybody keep in touch with anyone's there? Like, is it still going on?
No, my cousins lived there for a little bit, and they never mentioned anything, so I don't know.
Would they have? Or might they have been afraid to?
Ask her. I work with her, so I could ask her tomorrow at work and see. I am curious.
Was there ever like a Salem incident or something that, historically, I mean, the canal, my little theory, is, I mean, it's barely a theory, but was there anything historically, some atrocity or injustice?
Not that I know of. I don't think we really looked hard into the history behind where we lived or anything, but that would be fun to find out.
Now that
Yes.
you don't live there, I mean, you don't want to find out that the little girl who's been harmless is, actually, killed 47 people.
She killed her whole family because they didn't give her a cookie.
Before dinner. Yeah, that's the yeah. Working on a plot right here. This is valuable IP, people. Claims asserted, all rights reserved.
TM,
Right.
TM.
Exactly, TM, exactly right. See, she's in showbiz. She knows. Tell me a little bit about Detroit HorrorCon. What's going on there?
So, Detroit HorrorCon is my buddy CJ's event. He runs some really magnificent cons. He's got a lot of awesome guests and vendors. We've got like Alex Vincent and Christine from Child's Play. We've got RA and Brett Wagner for Texas Chainsaw. They're Leatherfaces. Douglas Tate is there. Oh my God, who else is there? There's so many freaking people. Scout Taylor Compton's there. Good God, who am I missing? Oh, my buddy Lou. Love that man. Lou Temple is there. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And if anybody's in the Detroit area, we'll be there the 28th and 29th of August.
Yeah, well, people travel for these conferences and conventions. So,
Yeah.
does everyone get all dressed up? Is it like Comic-Con?
6 hours away from me, 5.5, 6 hours. Yeah, they do a costume contest, and they do they show films, like indie films and all of that. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun.
It's a 6-hour drive to Detroit from where you are.
Yeah, like 5.5.
Where are you?
I'm in Medina.
In New York?
Yeah.
You're back in. So, whether you go over the northern route?
Yeah, we'll probably take up through Canada.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
be a little bit shorter.
The Northwest Passage.
Yes.
Lots of horror tied to the Northwest Passage. The what was that the Terror, the Franklin expedition?
The Franklin.
Yeah, there was the boats, the ships were the Terror and the Erebus, I think, and they got waylaid. There, they didn't have enough supplies to stay for 2 winters, and they ended up having to stay for 2 winters because the summer ice never broke up or something. And maybe they went cannibal. Maybe they, took a like a forced march and tried to make their way all the way down to Yellowknife, which I don't know. That would have been like 2,000 miles walking on the ice. Probably polar bear meat. I don't know. Didn't they find some of the members, like some bodies that they think are from that expedition?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
That too. I don't quite remember, but I do think they did find some.
that would make a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Especially if it intersected with, that's where Frankenstein monster, met people.
Like yeah. Like the new one, the new Frankenstein.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a Russian, merchant ship from the Tsar's Navy in the book and all of that. And boy, that captain, he really took the gentleman's honor. I mean, what a classist. It's like, even over his own life, we must keep this gentleman safe because, of course, he's a gentleman. But you can die to monster. I don't care. I certainly don't need a crew to make this boat move.
I can do it myself.
He sure can. And with my new friend, the doctor, because we're gentlemen. Oh, look at that. We got information on Detroit HorrorCon.
Yeah, yes. Come see
Now,
us.
I saw you post recently, anyone up for a road trip to New Jersey. What is in New Jersey that you want a road trip to?
So it's another con, and I want to do New Jersey Horror Con again because I was just there a couple months back, and it was a lot of fun. We made like a lot of new friends, and it would be great to go back. My husband is on tour during that time. That's why posted, "Oh, anybody want to go for a road trip?"
Oh, he's on tour, so he's a touring band. So he's like a real rock star.
He is. I wasn't lying.
It's like a band that like somebody would hear of. Probably not me, but somebody.
Yeah, Until I Wake.
Until I Wait. It was heavy metal.
Yeah, like post-hardcore, I guess. Metalcore.
Metalcore. Oh my goodness. Javier Bernal should be here, and Tatum Paxley. They love that music. I don't really know what that means. That's fine, because I don't know. Like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds is new music to me. So so I'm the wrong one. So yeah. So New Jersey HorrorCon. So like, is there just anybody who you'll go on a road trip with, or does it need to be someone local that you know? I mean, you want safety first.
Somebody I know. It has to be a friend of mine. I actually do have a taker on it, so you'll probably be seeing me as a guest at New Jersey HorrorCon in September.
Oh, and so in Atlantic City. Oh, there's several locations. Is that right?
I think it's I don't remember. I think it's the Edison one.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I'll have to look it up because
I don't know anything about Iceland, New Jersey, but I know Atlantic City and Edison are not near each other. So those are definitely two different ones. So very cool. All right. Well, that sounds like fun. And hopefully your friend will go with you. And is he or she also like, in the industry and, does the dress up? How many different changes of outfits and how much makeup do you need to bring with you for the different characters?
Well, it depends on what I want to wear. Normally, I just wear my everyday Gothic Amber clothes, but sometimes I dress up. When I did Columbus HorrorCon, I did like a bloody ballerina outfit, which was cute. So I don't know. I might do, since there's a lot of Chucky people there, I might do my Chucky cosplay if I have time, because that makeup takes forever. But I don't know. We'll see. There's also Texas Chainsaw and Friday the 13th people there, so I could always go as a camp counselor or Jason. We'll see.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, that's why I figured that you go with changes of costumes and changes of makeup, and Lord knows how many of them that you do. See, my friend, and I will call her my friend because she referred to me as her friend on Twitter, as she was bashing an indie wrestler who didn't show up for a show that we were together. Yeah. And her name's April Hunter. For those of you in wrestling, you remember from WoW and I think Shimmer and Nitro. She was a Nitro girl with Scott Steiner and the White Tiger. She was one of them. Also Carmen Electra's either lingerie football or Carmen Electra's naked football, whichever league it was. The one with Carmen Electra. She's been a Playboy model, fitness model, and she's a cosplayer also. And so she goes to a lot of these cons. I wouldn't be surprised if she was at one or both of the cons that you're at as well, doing that too. And then you can go, hey, I know Jeff Lippman. And she'll be like, who? You know, Jeff Lippman, your friend, the wrestling guy. Sometimes you co-host shows with him. Oh, yeah, Jeff. Yeah, sure. Okay.
There's Chucky.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that is Chucky. Well, I don't know. Oh, we got a bunch.
Alice
in Wonderland. Yes, always a favorite. And then there's my brain.
Your brain. That's the best cosplay.
That's right. If anyone's been wondering where is it, coiled up like a serpent, just like my brain. Looks a little bit like Thulsa Doom in Conan when James Earl Jones turned into a giant snakehead.
Yeah.
Still the best revenge movie, possibly of all time is Conan. Though I know people like John Wick, but didn't have the Valkyrie. So, there's that. Any other cons or things like that you're planning to do?
Cons, no. Just those two and Blairstown. But movies are, like I said, they're ramping up. It's spooky season. I'll be all over the place.
Where are the locations?
So the one I'm doing next month is only in Pennsylvania, so it's not too far.
That's good.
And what else do I have? I'm trying to think like what else I'm doing and when. Oh, October I have to go to Oregon.
Okay.
It's way over there.
Yeah, all the way.
um,
It's pretty much as far as you can go before getting wet. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going a lot of places like Nebraska, Oregon. Uh, fuck. Like I try to put them all in the noggin. There's so many. There's like
What
20.
what are the names of the projects so that people can look for them and like, sort of like basic, trailer type of plot premise?
So a lot of them don't have trailers yet because we haven't filmed anything. But the contract is going to be filmed in Nebraska, and that we're doing a little proof of concept for. I have to actually film my scene at home, which is going to be fun. And then the Transylvania Bikini Car Wash is the one coming up.
How can
There,
that be bad?
yeah, no, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's got some really great people in it. And I'm excited to work on that one.
I'm sure. It's Transylvania, it's bikinis and washing cars. Washing cars is very important.
It is. You have to have a squeaky clean car.
Absolutely, especially if you are in or near Transylvania, really the entire Carpathian region.
Right.
Right. I know. There's a lot of back guano, unusually high amounts.
Oh, definitely. And you got to make sure your hearse looks amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely make sure your hearse looks amazing. And also your horses won't pull a dirty car. So you can't do that either.
True.
And wolves stay away from clean cars. That's also a known fact. Wolves, werewolves, anything nocturnal, really. They stay away from clean cars, except for the except for the bats. The bats don't care. They're
No, they give no fucks.
exactly right. Okay, so you're doing that one in Pennsylvania, bikini. So they're not flying you to Transylvania then for that.
No, not to Transylvania this time, but hopefully someday.
Yeah, that'd be cool. See a little bit of Bucharest.
Yeah, I would love to go to Dracula's castle.
Ah, yes. Vlad Teshpesh, do the whole thing. House of Dracul. Yeah, that can be fun. They let people stay there.
Mm-hmm. I would love that.
I wonder what's more expensive to like spend the night at Dracula's castle or like Downton Abbey.
That's a good question.
These are the things that keep me up at night.
How much have you stayed at Dracula's castle? How much did you pay?
That's right. Oh, look at that. We got a description here. Indie retro horror comedy directed, written, and produced by Newt Wallen from Swamp Zombies 2, under Schlock and Awe Films and Trimungus Films. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a man with a sense of humor. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Good stuff. Are any of these projects with our friend Vinny?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay, so
anything coming up with me.
It's possible then, before all is said and done, that I'll be more of your homie than he is.
Ooh, those be fighting words. He's gonna come beat your ass.
He won't.
No,
not do that. He would just give me a stern hug.
A nice big squeeze.
He's so nice. He's the best.
Yes. I actually talked to him yesterday.
Really?
He texted me, asked me how I was doing.
Oh,
of course.
Did he mention me? Did he ask about me?
No.
What?
No, you weren't on his mind at all.
Oh my goodness. So hurtful. Vinny. Well, I'm probably going to be seeing him tomorrow with the show tomorrow. By the way, right here tomorrow night, Out of Character podcast. We think with Vinny Pacifico, but definitely with Jonathan Thor. And Jonathan Thor is the guest. Vinny is the guest co-host. Although he's probably co-hosted as many of these as I have. You have another scary story for us? Something spooky, paranormal, supernatural?
So I can use that last story to transition into this one because this has to do with my stepdad.
Okay.
So he ended up passing away from cancer my senior year of high school.
Cool.
And we ended up moving from the apartment that we lived in to a new apartment. And I'm there with the asshole dad, the one from the first story. See, it all like transitions. It all comes full circle.
Right, Mr. Selfish.
Yeah, because that was my high school sweetheart, and we had our 2 kids together, and that was silly. But anyway, so I'm there, and I'm the only one home. It's just me and him, and we're watching CSI because that's what I do. And we're laying in bed watching CSI, and all of a sudden behind us, I hear on the wall, like directly behind us. And I'm just kind of like, okay, because nobody's home. And because I am who I am, I'm like, I'm going to knock back. So, of course, I knock back. Wait a minute. And I was like, oh shit. So that was scary. And nothing else happened the rest of the night. So that was the start of it. And this was when we freshly moved into this place. And then I would notice around 10 o'clock every night, my lights in my room would start flickering. And I'm like, okay, like they're fluorescent lights. So fluorescent lights tend to, do some fuck shit. Yeah. But it would happen around the same time every night. So I was like, okay, this is weird. And my mom, she was a spooky aficionado, just like myself back then. And she went and did a fun Ouija board session. Okay. Don't use Ouija boards, people. Don't do it. But I bought my son one for Christmas. Anyway.
Amber, put your seatbelt on.
Yeah. So she goes to her friend Holly's house. Holly is a sensitive, so she's able to kind of like get a little bit more in tune with the spiritual realm versus like my mom. So they're sitting there, they're messing with the Ouija board, and all of a sudden the lights go out.
Uh-oh.
And then they come back on, and they're speaking with somebody. And they are telling them lights. So they're saying they're doing the lights, which also my lights at 10 p.m. And then he says 10 p.m. Lights 10 p.m. So they ask who it is. It was my stepdad, who had passed away. We just moved into that house. He was just kind of coming in to say, hey, I'm still here. You moved away, but I'm still here. So that was the last time my mom ever used a Ouija board, though. And she won't touch one.
No. It's hard enough to move on in your life, let alone when the ghost of your husband is there and apparently is imposing curfew.
It's funny though. Like it was cool though to know that he was still around and kind of just fucking with us, doing some fun pranks.
Was 10 o'clock lights out time when you were kids?
I don't know. I used to go to bed whenever the heck I wanted.
He just decided to start a new gimmick from the afterlife?
Yeah.
That sound like him?
Prankster. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So he had a glass eye. And he used to...
And a hook as a hand.
He used to take it out and fuck with us kids with it.
Oh, no.
So it absolutely sounds like something he would do to prank us.
Okay. And a peg leg and...
a pirate! No.
And a little bit of a prehensile tail. One horn. That's all. Just one. So that's fantastic. All right. Well, that's why he survived into the afterlife. I guess when I'm about to mix metaphors. Was it that they had to do something with your eyes so you could be passed into the other world? Like they had to put coins on both your eyes?
Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe if you only have one eye, it doesn't work, and maybe only half of it made it there
That makes sense.
in some sort of way. It possibly could.
Perfect sense in our world.
Good. I like it then. That also the plot of a movie. So in this case, all
How many
can. But
are
like,
we going to write today?
yeah, we can sure. Um, I don't know that I would be very good at writing a movie, but I'm continuity story runner. I think I could do that stuff. Um, all right. So, do you know if you have any projects coming up with Vinny in the next year?
I actually don't think so, unless he's doing another one of Diane's projects, because normally we're both involved with whatever she's doing. Yeah, I don't
Who
think
is
so.
Diane?
Diane she's a writer, director, wonderful creature. She had us both on Awake in the Dark that I think we talked about last time we were on. That was filmed in Pennsylvania, and that was that haunted manor, and he was a little scared of
Hmm.
it. But yeah, she's a wonderful person, and whatever she's got going on, you can count us. I know Vinny and myself are normally involved.
Now he's all over the place. I see he was on like Good Morning LA. He was on a red carpet. He was on all of these kinds of stuff. And I want to know, when are you going to be on red carpets, and when are you going to be on Good Morning LA? And when are you going to be like opening up like Man's Chinese Theater and things like that?
I don't know. Hopefully soon. I
Yeah.
mean, the opportunity needs to present itself.
Hmm. All right. Well, we're gonna have to figure out how to work on that. Now, when someone goes to one of these conventions, I'm trying to understand exactly how it works. So, is it like a flea market or something where you rent your space there, and then or you paid to be there, and then there's a fee split on whatever revenue, or is it different depending on the convention?
So guests are normally offered to be there. Vendors have to pay a fee to have their vendor space, and they keep whatever money they make. The convention doesn't get a cut of their fee. They just have to pay the initial one to have their table there.
Okay, well that's cool. And I guess there's other concessions and things like that that they probably get a cut of as well. And I imagine there's a ticket price as well.
Yes, there is. There's always a ticket price, and you can get it per the day, or you can get it for the entire weekend.
Oh, very cool. All right. Well, we have a question here from Anita Man 2342. Hi, have you had an out of body scary story?
No, I have not, but have you?
Yeah, have you?
Not just a couple of spooky encounters. Hopefully, to have more. I want to do some more ghost hunting.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
So how do you get involved in ghost hunting? Like, how do you pick up like a crew? Like, I mean, obviously you need to get an old time van and a
And a,
cowardly dog.
yeah, and a dog. Well, a lot of my friends are into that kind of stuff, so it would not be hard.
Okay.
For my Silent Hill photo shoot, my kiddos and I actually, yeah, this is how you tell you're a responsible parent. You only let your children break into buildings if you're there. Um, so we went to an abandoned hospital out in Niagara Falls to do the shoot, and we got to like explore around. It was really cool. The kids loved it, but my kids would definitely love to do a supernatural little hunt with me.
Important question. Was it an evil hospital?
It was when I was in there.
Okay. And did they do horrible experiments without consent?
Of course, did you see my face? It was terrible. I mean, it
Yeah,
was cool, but it was
but you
terrible.
got, but you got better.
I did.
It's cleared up. It's cleared up nicely.
Saw my face last weekend. It was even worse.
I'm pretty sure if you've posted, I've seen it.
No, I haven't posted it yet.
Well, then there's no way I would have seen it.
Watch the show The Beauty.
The what? Oh, the show, The Beauty. Yes, I like that show.
It's fucking crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a buddy of mine is an amazing sculptor and SFX makeup artist. He's incredible. He's actually the one who created my mask for Silent Hill. He made that himself, like crazy fast. It was like a week or two. God damn. But he had this idea to do an inspiration look from that show because, as you know, in the show they want to be a better version of themselves, right? So they whatever they take or what happens, and they transform into something different. They are disgusting in their little
Cocoon.
Just
Yeah.
But they come out looking like amazing.
Yeah.
But this time it was more of a, if you're ugly on the inside, you're gonna come out ugly instead. So he did a bunch of prosthetics on my face and made me hideous. So hideous. So that was all inspired from that show.
Very much so.
I love those photos.
Yeah. Also a little bit like the substance.
It is like the substance. It's very appealing to people nowadays too, because everyone's so hyper focused on beauty and being skinny. So.
Right, and this magazine and that magazine and mogging and who's this guy? What's his, like someone named Clavicular apparently like hammers like his own bones to like try to reshape himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
A lot. Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're like naming yourself for it, and like it's not like Jeff Hardy doing crazy things with his ears or whatever. That's
fine.
Yeah, it's barely anything. I mean, but changing your actual bone structures yourself. I mean, like if you're like addicted to plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery and you can afford it, I mean, fine. But
power to you.
Yeah, it's none of my business. At a certain point, I don't think you look very good, but hey, it's not for me. It's for you. But
you haven't seen Madonna?
Yeah, if you, I actually saw a recent picture of the Madonna, and a lot of things she had done, she must have had undone because she looks like good now, like normal, like a person.
She did not.
Yeah, she definitely did not. Maybe it was swelling. Maybe they caught her like right in. I'm not sure. I haven't. I don't think I ever stalked Madonna, but if I did, it was probably during like when Material Girl was a new video. So, I was probably done by the time we got to Isla Bonita and Papa Don't Preach. So, I had moved on to Snoop Dogg and Pearl Jam by then. Yeah, because I was so cool then, and I stayed exactly there more or less ever since. In fact, maybe retrograded a little bit. But yeah, like hammering your own bones and whatever, it's like unsupervised or even supervised. Like who's trained to properly hammer bones? Like witch doctors from like 20,000 years ago? I mean, what is this?
Yeah, who does that? That's crazy. I've actually listened to, I love true crime stories, and I've actually listened to an episode recently about I think he was a 17-year-old kid. He kidnapped one of his neighbors, held him hostage, and enjoyed breaking his bones. So he kept, like, he would twist the ankles backwards and, like, break the leg bones and stuff. And, like, who wants to do that? Like,
I don't know. At least in Malignant, it served a function.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, that's life is not a movie, people. Life's not a movie. Let those things happen in the movies. Don't try it yourself. It can't possibly be good.
They'll heal in the movies. They ain't gonna heal like that in real life. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. I mean, one day you're going to be the king of pop. The next day you're not going to be able to go outside without a mummy mask on because you surgeried your nose off. So, anyway, that's this is not a show for medical advice, but this seems like just a little common sense. But
Common sense says don't hammer your own bones, guys.
right,
No.
don't hammer your own bones. Exactly right. That's all we're trying to get out today. That's
Solid advice.
if you've learned nothing else today, put on your seatbelt. Don't hammer out your own bones. And kids, don't break into any place without your mother.
That's true. You
That's
won't
right.
get arrested that way.
That's right. She'll make up something to make it seem like there was a meaning for it, and it was important to
They're not
get
going to arrest you if your mom looks like a nurse from Silent Hill.
That's right. Or if they try, she can dissect their bodies and have them hidden in this abandoned hospital near Niagara Falls, where I'm sure many a body have fallen off that and gone to the home, to Medina.
Many bodies.
Now, Medina, that sounds like it could be biblical. Is it maybe like a biblical name?
I don't actually know. All I know is it's a beautiful town. I've lived here my entire life. It's very, very small. If you look up pictures of it, especially Christmas time, it literally looks like your stereotypical Hallmark town. Like, I don't understand why they haven't filmed a Hallmark movie here, but maybe I'll be the first to film a Hallmark movie here.
Hallmark new horror line. We're all for it. We're all for that. I have a guest. I think I booked her for, I don't know, within the next few weeks, and she's also in showbiz. And I looked at the movies, and just from the titles of them, at least half of them had to be Hallmark Christmas movies. But like it's and like I think a few of them are like a series, like the sequels and things like that. So that's got to be fun. But they were all something in Christmas land, which hardly unique to Christmas time. But yeah, Hallmark horror movies. Amber's there. She's got the site for you. It's probably not too expensive to film there. Nobody films in California any longer. So there's a war going on there. So all that. And there's water up in New York, up in Medina, and the only ghosts that we've documented are harmless and possibly friendly.
There is another haunted place in Medina. It was it something Encounters or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But it is on Route 104 in Medina, and it is very old. It's an old, giant cobblestone building, but I think they called it a gateway to hell.
Oh.
So, check that out.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was thinking that maybe that pond or that bog that your door flew open to, that maybe that was like a portal to hell.
It almost was for me.
Now,
yeah,
is it? You know what?
Cute?
It does. It looks like Everytown, USA.
It's adorable. Yeah, and then the wintertime we have strung up wreaths and trees all lit up, and it's very cute.
It looks like the town from all the Stephen King things, like Castle Rock and 1963 and all that.
It's fucking Derry.
Right, it's Derry, right? Hey, is there a Medina diner?
There is.
Is it good?
There are a couple diners here. There's one called Rudy's. I've actually done a photo shoot in there. And then there's one right on Main Street. Of course, you have a diner on Main Street.
Right.
And that one's just the country restaurant. And Rudy's is very good. Country restaurant is a little iffy.
Okay, but there's not someplace called the Medina Diner?
No, but there should be.
They really should. What a wasted opportunity.
Right.
Well, maybe somebody should purchase the one that's not so good and give it a better name and under new management. And, brown gravy on the fries, white gravy on the fried chicken, and crispy bacon. What else is really necessary?
What more can you want than crispy bacon?
Me, not too much. I
kind of want some right now, actually.
well, I am sorry about that. Actually, I'm really not. I mean, you said you're making dinner. Breakfast for dinner is good.
I am making breakfast for dinner, actually. My husband requested my special French toast. So,
You know what goes great next to French toast?
bacon.
Bingo. That's right. See, Vinny. See this? You don't have this kind of witty repartee going on. Be jealous. Be jealous, Pacifica. Nah, don't be jealous, Vinny. You're my number one guy.
The
And
best.
you know the rule. All guys are best friends first. All girls come after guys. So yeah, it's just the way it is. So, all right. So, is there another spooky story, or do we cover the gamut of your real life adventures?
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Well, those are good. Those are a little scary. Hopefully, you bring some of those little spirits with you on the cons and onto the sites and onto the films and the photo shoots, and you keep doing what you love doing because it seems like you're having a ball.
What's funny is I actually do bring one of my family members with me to everything. My grandma passed away a few years back, and we have her ashes in necklaces. So everywhere I go, I will not leave the house without it. It is always in my purse because she is my guardian angel and good luck charm. So they do follow me around.
All right, well, look at that. You have a talisman.
I do.
That's
She
great.
was the luckiest person I've ever met in my entire life. She could go into the casino with $20 and leave with 200. Like, she was that kind of gal. So I bring her everywhere, keeping the good luck going.
That's what my wife always says. She says that she's lucky. If she goes to a casino, she'll make lots of money and all this, that, and the other thing. I've never seen it. I've never really tested it. But I guess maybe like I'm the counter to her great good luck. So, so we'll see. I don't know. In any event, one day I will unleash her upon. I mean, not that I control her; she has a car and all. I mean, but one day I'll unleash her upon a casino, and I will bear witness and see all this good luck, and wonder why I've been wasting so many years when I could have been filthy rich,
Right.
just off of her good luck. All right, so if people want to find and follow you and support you, where can they find and follow you on social media, and what sort of projects and things should they be looking for? Obviously, we talked about Detroit HorrorCon. We talked about New Jersey HorrorCon. As it sounds like that is not a maybe anymore. That is you're doing it.
Talk to him today.
Today. Nice. So where else can people look for you, find you? I know that I don't have Instagram, but I know you're on Instagram.
Yeah, primarily on Instagram. I normally post there before Facebook, but they have this really nice little perk to where you can post on Instagram and it'll post directly to Facebook, so I don't even have to do double the work. So it is amber.brooke32 on Instagram and TikTok. I barely post on TikTok though. And then on Facebook, it's my maiden name, Amber Hoffmeister, Hofmeister. Funny story, I learned how to spell my last name by my mom saying to do it in the tune of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And I still remember that.
Mnemonics are great. I mean, we're just learning about it again from the whole Odyssey. That with the mage or the bard who doing the stomping on with his staff on the stone floors in the pentameter or the meter, whatever the proper term for reading those epic poems was. So yes, behold, pentameter, yeah. They'll gather around and hear a story of heroes and gods and men, and the folly of men. Anyway, I'm not going to try and ruin the Odyssey any more than Christopher Nolan may or may not have already done, depending on your opinions. I'll just say it wasn't my Odyssey.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, well, I think from where he is versus where I am, actually, it's what Christopher Nolan actually went on the show or something, or did he goes, I think that most people who don't like the movie probably read Homer, and that's it. Yeah, it's not because I care of who was cast to be the women, though I do have some issues with some of the men, mostly in that they're warriors and oarsmen, and like 70% of them don't have any muscle tone whatsoever. So,
and I took two naps during the movie.
Did you?
And Kevin took 2 naps during the movie. But yeah.
Is that the voice of God?
Almost. Close. Does it sound at all like
I'm a ghost? I'm a ghost of the internet.
Oh my God, you're the one that told me to put my seatbelt on.
There it is. It's been Kevin all along. So,
mystery solves.
Yeah. And that's why you're here. Everything has a meaning.
It does.
All right, folks. Thank you very much. Amber, thank you very much. It's always lovely to see you. It's always fun to hear your stories and see what's going on in this world and how it intersects. And hopefully I'll be talking to Vinny tomorrow. And who knows, more things coming forward. Will there be giant collaborations? Folks, you're on the Garden of Thought, and you can hear it on the Garden of Thought podcast audio. You can hear it and see it on the Sports Jedi Media Network on YouTube, Sports Jedi Network on all its other platforms. You can also hear it on, and just look at show art on the Garden of Thought pod on YouTube if you like. And if you were looking for the Gospel of Thomas or the predecessor Book of Black Show or any other ridiculous names I made up, depending on who the co-host was, to try to keep with book conventions, you're not going to find it anymore. You're only going to find it here on the Out of Character podcast. So even if you don't like anything else on Sports Jedi, which is impossible because there's tons of great stuff here on Sports Jedi, including lots of stuff with me, you can just do it for the Out of Character podcast and just get that fix and then go from there. And it's not like you're adding a new show. It's just that you're replacing one that basically moved from one platform to another. That's really all with our and with people like Amber. And she's super cool and super delightful. And you know, who knows where all these folks are going to take this as they grow. We're going to grow with them, and then they're going to grow with us, and it's going to be tons of fun. Anyway, Amber, thanks so much. Folks, thanks so much. Kevin, thank you so much. Thanks to the Sports Jedi Network. Thanks to the Wrestling Soup Network. Thank you to everyone who listens. And you'll see us later in the week.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Stay spooky.